Hey there, everyone. It's been a while since I've done a video blog and stuff like that, and I've been meaning to kind of just put one out there. Um, Again, I do this just to really kind of document stuff for myself and for my life, and just have something. I don't know. It's good to be transparent in life, right? And I think it's good. It's always been mentally healthy for me to feel like some of the things that I'm doing in life aren't secret or stuff like that. And it is late. It's late. That is the thing. And I have been drained, very drained. This has been a tiring season. Anytime I've added a kid to my family, I've always been drained and needed chances to recover and get just back. And that's still something that we're working on with little Danny. That's always going to be a thing until it's not. Usually about 6, 7 months, my kids always sleep through the night, and then we start sleeping a lot better. And so that's going to be good. We've been dealing with kind of like a sickness in the family. So that means all the kids and Heather are just not like normal, and so they're more fussy, they're more fatigued, and that's everybody. And so I am feeling, like I said earlier, I've been feeling drained. And in my profession is people, right? So I'm a professional when it comes to people. That is what I know. It's what I do. I've got over 11 years, probably 12 years now, of people, from caregiving work, CNA work, pastoral work, all of those things are, that's what I've gone to school for. That's what I've trained for. It's all people. Whether it's faith, caregiving, or fitness, doesn't matter. It's all people. The focus changes, the emphasis changes, and in the people business, it is a servanthood. It is a calling. It is, whether I'm leading, teaching, guiding, directing, whether I'm behind, whether I'm a support, I'm a side. It's all of it is a give, and I'm constantly giving. I'm constantly being pulled left and right. People wanting problem solved. It's my job to listen, to absorb, listen, to be a bearer of secrets, and be a bearer of solutions. With my ministry role, with who I am as someone anointed and called by God, it's also my charge to not be a keeper of secrets for the Holy Spirit, in a sense, or with God, but I'm charged with also spending more time in solitude and in silence with the Lord, listening to the prompting of the Holy Spirit, seeking and fasting, and then through that, I receive prophecy, visions, insight into people's lives. For some reason or not, my Lord entrusts me with things. And so I have to keep those as well and share those when adequate, or don't share them at all. I've found that's a whole nother topic. But basically, I'm constantly outpouring and very rarely being poured back into. Not maybe very rarely, but it's not as often as I need. I try to protect my Sabbath, which is my Saturday, very heavily. So, especially over the last year, I found myself saying no a lot more and protecting that Saturday. And it's very hard. For me, when Monday comes around, that's my second day of work for me. My Monday really is my Sunday. And that's a lot. That's a lot. I do 6 days on, 1 day off, usually. Friday, I don't have to work till 6. So I get a reprieve there. So kind of Friday and Saturday are the days where I rest the most, where I get the most rest. And if something out of the norm happens and I don't get that rest, that becomes a problem. And I've just been finding myself constantly trying to catch back up. Yeah, I think from the last 4 to 5 months, It's been feeling like I've been playing catch up. And so, pray for me if you could. Pray for me on that. That'd be great. I don't really know what to say or why I'm sharing this stuff. I think it's important to share things that are going on in life. Financially, we always take a hit when we have a new kid. So there's a stress there. I'm the primary breadwinner of my family, and it takes a lot of my energy to do that. And I don't always feel like I'm succeeding. So that's always a stress. My calendar is huge. It's booked. It's packed. Man, like there's always something. And so I guard that very religiously. And, that's an added stress where I find more time. I find myself having to outsource things more or just set things on the ground, just be like, can't get to it. I can't get to it. And the big focus I have is really self-reflecting and mental health. Those are things, so my spiritual health, mental health, physical health, those things, 3 things that I'm always really trying to focus on to keep myself going. And I have not been sleeping well. The kids have not been sleeping well. Heather's not been sleeping well. The whole family has not been sleeping well as a result. And so my training over the last 2 weeks has there's a point where you can keep doing things for so long, and now my body is in a point to where my mentally I'm like, hey, you can do this. You've done this workout before. You've done harder workouts, and I'm trying to execute those workouts, and I'm sluggish and I'm slow. I'm tired. I'm just exhausted. So like I'll try to do a clean, for example, and it just feels like I'm half awake. Just half awake. So there's movements that I haven't. I've been over the last week for sure. The last 7 days is where I've been like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this because I just have to keep rowing. I just have to keep steady. I just have to keep moving. And I don't feel that if I falter, that I'm putting myself at significant risk. So, and yeah, Abigail is crying. So that's my middle kid, and it's on rotation, especially the last 4 nights. That's been my night. She starts crying, and then the kids start crying, or Heather's up, and so. Anyway, I just want to get that out there. People ask how I'm doing. This is how I'm doing. I'm okay. I'm content in a lot of ways. I'm happy in a lot of ways. I'm excited for what's ahead, for the future, the goals that are ahead. My career goals, excited to see how those goes. The club's doing well. Church is continuing to be rural and thriving, and so I'm happy with that. And family life is good. The family's healthy. This is the healthiest the Alberta family has been in a long time, across the board, and I'm so really excited for the future, for what's going to happen. And I'm enjoying this time. And I do take time for my mental health. Video games is a mental health for me. And I've been trying not to seclude myself and hide myself in a virtual world. I don't want to do that. But I do want that hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of just being able to shut down and play and manage something that doesn't matter. So, that's life. I gotta go check on the family. Love you guys. Be well. Pray for me. Doing okay. I'm okay. I'm tolerable.